Guys, welcome back to Annex Online. This is episode 3 of Cards Against Humanity Online, and we're just going to jump right into it because I'm in a game right now. I wish I hadn't lost the instruction manual for Getting Abducted by Peter Pan, Mecha Hitler, that's my card, The Female Orgasm, Deflowering the Princess, Making a Friend, Demons and Shit, Mad Hacky Sack Skills, and Hulk Hogan. Honestly, I wish I hadn't lost the instructor manual for Mecha Hitler or The Female Orgasm. Those are both wonderful cards, and one of those is Hasselwin's, or maybe that one, but I would go between these two, and I'm pretty sure Mecha Hitler's going to win. Mecha Hitler's like an instant win. There we go. There we go, guys. We immediately come in here. First time we play, I've already got an awesome point. Let's go. Anyway, guys, I had no... Hold that thought. Got to get through this. Next from J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter and the Chamber of the Profoundly Handicapped, a Sausage Festival. Yeah, we're going to go with the Chamber of the Profoundly Handicapped. That's a terrible card. But anyway, guys, I had no intention of making this into a series, but because the videos did good, it's super easy to record, and it's just a lot of fun. I decided to kind of make this into a series, play it a bunch. I'm trying to get a group together. I think I talked about that last episode, and hopefully I'm going to have a group of YouTubers get together and play this all together, which I think would be absolutely hilarious. And next from J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter and the Chamber of the Old Gods, which is a Hearthstone/WoW thing. Child Beauty Pageants 1. Come on, the Profoundly Handicapped, that's a great card. The Chamber of Cock, that's a... what are we, 12? In the final round of this year's Omegathon, Omega Knots must face off in a game of... I think that's my best bet. Turning the rivers red with the blood... Oh, that's actually misspelled. The Bold of Infidels. I don't know what the Bold of Infidels is, but it sounds pretty bad. It does not sound good. Face off in a game of fingering. The entire Mormon Tabernacle choir. There we go. Every ounce of charisma left in Mick Jagger's tired body. Garth Brooks and all this other stuff. Going back to this little Mormon Tabernacle choir, which I could not pronounce choir for some reason, even though I took choir in high school. I was great at it. I'm a great singer. We have a lot of Mormons in where I live. There's a bunch of Mormons that go to my high school, and it's kind of weird because in some places you literally have no Mormons. Like, you don't really see them at all. There's maybe one or two at a high school, at like a big high school, and at like my high school there's like 30, 40 that I just know personally, and it's pretty big. It's a pretty cool place. Do the Dew with our most extreme flavor yet. Get ready for Mountain Dew Hurricane Katrina. Oh, that's bad. If you guys haven't heard, there's like Hurricane Matthew. Wait, no. Wait. I thought hurricanes were named after girls because Hurricane Katrina, all that stuff. But Hurricane Matthew, which is definitely a guy's name, but maybe we're just not gendering hurricanes. I don't know. Hurricane Matthew actually skirted Florida as of right now, and it's hitting Georgia, I think. It's slamming Georgia right now. But Hurricane Matthew is really scary because Florida has a huge population density, a lot of people living in tight places, so hurricane coming through there is just devastating because there's so many people living there. There's so many cities, high populated areas. And so it's really, really good that it skirted the area. But of course, Georgia's not getting hit. But I feel like the worst of that hurricane didn't occur. So that's good. So do the Dew with our most extreme flavor yet. Inefficient serotonin. Wifely Dudas, hot cheese, Gandalf, praying the gay away, Hurricane Katrina, sad head job, and drinking 10-hour energies to get 50 continuous hours of energy. Which, if you're wondering, does not work. Middle school me would tell you that it does. But it doesn't. I used to have 5-hour energies a lot, along with Monster and stuff like that, because I didn't like to sleep as a middle schooler/high schooler. But, you know, I like getting my sleep now, so Armani suit, blah, blah, blah. Surprise her with... Icon Armani suit, 1,000, dinner for 2 at the Swanky Restaurant, 300. The look on her face when you surprise her with a zesty breakfast burrito. Priceless. Or do I want to go box of biscuits? Actually, we're going to go with this. Box of biscuits, a box of mixed biscuits, and a biscuit mixer. Which is, honestly, biscuits. It's kind of a weird word to say. I don't know why. It's just kind of weird. My mic is, like, turned away from me. I hope you guys can actually hear me. That'd be really awkward if you couldn't. Well. Armani suit. Just kind of waiting. And also, I'm thinking about, like, editing my videos more because it's really not that hard to edit videos. Maybe it's, like, an extra hour out of my day, which sometimes I'm not going to be able to do. But for stuff like this, I feel like editing might actually be a lot easier. And that's my phone. That's irresponsible. Having my phone. See, like, I'd edit that out. And carnies, assless chaps. The look on her face when you're surprised with the assless chaps. Priceless. Eating Tom Shellick's mustache to gain his powers, never having sex again, overcompensation, giving a dolphin a hand job for science, and eating an albino, and jiggle physics. Dolphins are actually kind of messed up. Hitler is Brazilian. I don't think he was. I think there was a rumor that actually Hitler like fled to Brazil or something, that he actually wasn't dead, but I don't know. Anyway, guys, dolphins are kind of fucked up. Like they like rape people, they like do some really bad stuff. Like they bully other dolphins. Like they are the humans of the Sea World. Like we do some messed up stuff, and so do dolphins, and they're also like really smart. So like dolphins, I mean, they can save you or they could like kill you. Because dolphins like always like save people from sharks and stuff like that. I don't say always, but like sometimes they do. I've heard stories about it, but they can also be pretty bad. But everyone likes dolphins because they're cute. So anyway, Armani suit. Come on, someone's got to choose. The timer is at 103 seconds. I don't have enough stuff to talk about for 103 seconds. I woke up this morning at like 11. I'm recording this at 11:12. I literally got up, jumped in the shower for like 10 minutes, like washed off everything, didn't even brush my hair, which I probably should have. To show my best for my subscribers, and I was like, you know what, I could record something right now. I got to put something up today. And today I work from like 4:30 to like 10 on this haunted house thing that we're doing, which I've been building. Like I built it all, and it's been this huge project, and we made a bunch of money last night, so it was really good. But until then, I'm doing nothing, so I'm probably gonna record a bunch today. Maybe do an entire new series. I do not know which weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with. I can't read that. With I don't really have a good one. You know what? Cartridge cleaning fluid, which I don't even know what that is. I think that's like before my time. I never had an SNES or however you say that. Pretty sure it's an old gaming thing now. But whatever. The timer is back down to 60 seconds, and if you're wondering, it's right up here. But whatever. Hitler is Brazilian. I don't think he was. He was actually Austrian. Which is kind of weird if you think about it. Hitler was like really into the Aryan race, and he wasn't even one. Like he had brown hair and like dark eyes, and he like was all for these blonde hair, blue eyed guys, which is, I don't know. Hitler's a very terrible but interesting fellow. Passive aggressive post-it notes, a bloody pacifier. Will Smith, white people, of course, white people, bringing out a song out into song and dance, a time travel paradox, and throwing stones at a man until he dies. I'm kind of weird. Why would that win? How would that win? A curse upon thee, many years from now, just when you think you're safe, blank shall turn into blank. Korn won the round. Hitler's Brazilian at 0 points, and I am the card czar. Interesting thing about czar, because usually, honestly guys, I usually have like notes on like stuff that's like going on that like I can talk about, but because I woke up like literally like 15 minutes ago, I'm just going off that. The word czar, which is like the Russian czar, is actually from Caesar, and Caesar was of course the Italian dictator who got stabbed, who made famous by play. But honestly, I don't know why everyone like honors Caesar so much. I haven't really read into it, so maybe I'm just talking out of my butt. But literally what I've heard about Caesar is he was super arrogant. So when he got kidnapped by pirates, he was like insulted by the ransom, so he made them raise it. He got stabbed by his friend Brutus, and his last words are "et tu Brutus," or "et tu Brutus," which means "and you Brutus." Which is actually, I take Italian at my high school, so I literally just realized I know what that means, and not just because it's been translated for me. And he was a Roman dictator who like took over Rome or the Roman Empire or something. I honestly don't know anything about him, and like the Russians have their leader was named after him. There's a bunch of stuff, like everyone knows Caesar. And it looks kind of weird because no one can actually tell me what he actually did. A curse upon thee, many years from now, just when you think you're safe, poor people shall turn into assless chaps. I hope not. A kiss on the lips shall turn into giving a dolphin a hand job for science. Mr. Clean right behind you. Rush Limbaugh's chainsaw for hands. The Care Bear stare. Nicolas Cage and neglected Tamagotchi being awesome at sex. We're going to go with this just because dolphins, bro. And Putis one, which is POTUS, except with an extra O. Cool. Yeah. My girlfriend's actually in Reno right now, which is kind of weird. Her brother actually goes to college up there, but there's literally nothing to do in Reno, so she's probably not going to have the best time. What's a girl's best friend? A sausage festival. Yeah, there we go. That one's good. We're probably not going to win this because there's so many good things like that people could say, what's a girl's best friend? There's so many good cards for that, but a sausage festival, you don't That's a pretty good card. I think that's pretty funny. I could have played that, but I didn't even want to read that. I can't read that out. Some of the stuff I don't want to actually read just because it's so messed up, and I'm like, I have kids that subscribe to me. I'm technically still a kid. I'm 17, so like, I don't know. It's weird. It's very, very weird. But what's a girl's best friend? What? USSR is still a thing. Yeah, shit. And Russia is still the biggest country. What are these guys saying? Oh, it's not a reference to Putin or POTUS. It's actually a reference to Putin, which makes sense. Never mind. What's a girl's best friend? Power, an erection that lasts longer than 4 hours. Jiggle physic, lactation, a solstice vegetable, infant. Spontaneous human combustion. I think honestly that's gonna win. But I was reading this article and it's terrifying. Those stuff is for real because they literally, if you have one of those, making sure none of my family is around. I probably should have shut the door before I started recording. But if you have one of these, like they have to like drain it because it will become a blood clot, like that starts in there, and that could be terrible. I don't know why. It just said that it was like the article that I was reading, and like you have to like drain the blood out of down there, and it's just no. I would die. I would never do that. With enough time and pressure. Oh, the force will turn into ripping into a man's chest and pulling his still beating heart out. And blah. I think that's the only one that really makes sense. We could have gone an ice pick lobotomy and our super circle full of cat pee into, I don't know. I could always use this card, but I'm kind of bad thinking on the fly, so, well, I'm not, but like when I'm talking to you guys and I have to think about that, then I have to think about that, blah, 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 blah. With enough pressure, the passage of time will turn into the 3/5 compromise. That's fucked up. That means, that's basically saying, enough time and pressure, eventually we'll have slavery again. That's bad. Licking things, just claiming them as your own. Seduction. That was good. Never having sex again. Son of penis loss. Maybe. Hot pockets, the force. Injecting speed into one arm and horse tranquilizer into the other. Mutually assured destruction. That's a pretty good card, but I can't believe that one won. When all else fails, I can always masturbate to the homosexual agenda. Oh, that's messed up. But, you know, what are these guys saying down here? But yeah, back to that, like, erection lasting more than 4 hours. That thing is scary. And you can numb it, but that's just another needle going in. And it'd be bad. Barack Obama, the 9,000 children who starved to death today. Okay, that's fucked up. Dick Cheney, the Hamburglar Carnies. A magical tablet containing a world of unlimited pornography. That's a pretty good answer. The devil himself, the homosexual agenda, and new age music. Okay, that one was like a shoo-in for that. That was just like the dream card for that black card. Very good. Let me tell you about my new startup. It's basically ooh. Whatever. Doesn't really make that much sense, and it's gross, but yeah, you know what I mean. I feel like I'm definitely gonna, in Soviet Russia, computer plays games on you. I feel like I'm definitely gonna like actually insult people like by playing this game, or someone's parents is gonna walk into one of their kids like watching this and be like, because that happened to me. I was like watching like, I don't know, I was watching something on YouTube and it had like some like stuff like this. Not like as bad, but my parents walked in while I was watching it. Like I got in a bunch of trouble. This was when I was like 12 and YouTube was like not as big as it was now. Like YouTube was big when I was like 12, but it wasn't as big. Like YouTube 5 years ago was Minecraft and there wasn't really any prank videos yet, but it's kind of weird thinking about that stuff. YouTube 5 years ago was a lot different than it is before. Gaming was smaller, but it was still pretty big. But it's like there's so many people. It used to be like a much smaller community. Like you know everyone that was above 1 million subscribers. Like everyone, like if you like watch them, because there was only like maybe like 10 guys above 1 million subscribers or something like that. Like it was Nigahiga, Smosh, people like that. And now like there's just so many people and there's so many different languages Because if you go look at the top list for YouTube like channels, there's stuff for like there's English, there's Chinese, well not really Chinese, but like Japanese and like Korean and stuff like that. There's just so many different channels and languages because it's all around the world, so there's just a lot more. It's so much bigger. Studies show that lab rats navigate mazes 50% faster after being exposed to Krampus. I don't have a good one for this, but it's actually pretty cool because Facebook is also doing this thing where they're like putting like planes up in the sky that have solar, I don't know why I'm going like this, I'm flapping my arms, solar panels on the back of them, and it's actually really, really cool because they run on the power of like 2 washing machines, and they're able to stay up there and provide energy. Like, I'm not really sure how it works, but I saw an ad for it on a YouTube video, and that's how they're like bringing like energy and like the internet to like places around the world, which is good because of course that's a bigger market for them. Like, they want the most people to have internet, because most people who have the internet are going to get Facebook because it is a pretty good website and stuff like that, and it's just like so like woven into society right now. So like they want the most amount of people to have internet because they'll just make a bigger stuff for them. Bigger, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Anyway, you guys know what I mean. I drink to forget. Winning the. Do I want to go grandma? This one's gonna be kind of messed up, but it's fine. It's fine. I have to look up how to spell this. Yeah, there we go. You can probably guess what I was gonna say. Vietnam. Back in Nam. I'm not sure if that's gonna really win, but I feel like it's a pretty good card because it's got a little bit of truth to it, which is pretty bad, and it's kind of funny, kind of messed up, kind of funny. Got a little bit of truth to it, and yeah. I actually had the honor of talking to a double Purple Heart, double Silver Star, and a Bronze Star recipient who gained all those stuff in the Korean War. He was I think he was like an army. He was a Green Beret, which if you don't know what the Green Beret are, they go in behind enemy lines. They raise up resistance from the people around them, and they're just all around badasses. They'll go in with maybe a unit or one person and just try to do stuff and like raise the other people against them, which if you can imagine Vietnam, because most of the people are against us, that's a super hard job, and it's just insane. Like, this guy had like so many stories. He was in a government assisted housing, which I helped out with, and he had so many stories. It was so cool talking to him, and it was really cool, and he gave me some advice. And out of all because I work with like old people like a fair amount for my Hands for Hope. Well, I thought I had my Hands for Hope shirt on because I was wearing it all last night, and he was just one of like the most like there, and like I don't know, he was a very cool guy who had a lot of advice, a lot of stuff like that. And in his new action comedy, Jackie Chan must fend off ninjas while also dealing with dying. I don't know. This has not been a good round. I won the first one that I got into, and then just immediately lost. A zesty. We'll go with an ice pick lobotomy. Whatever. I haven't been paying attention to what these guys are saying, but if it's even worse than the stuff up here, I apologize. Oh gosh, I don't want to read this stuff, so I'm gonna leave it up here. I mean, actually, that's kind of like a losing battle, because that's fighting a losing battle, because there's gonna be so many messed up stuff up here, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But being a shit actor, that's good. That is good. Finally, a service that delivers a zesty breakfast burrito. Right to your door. I don't even know what zesty means. What does zesty mean? Zesty. Alright. It didn't actually come up with anything. Did I spell it correctly? Fisting. Okay, we've lost. There's no way we can deal with fisting, altar boys. Indescribable loneliness. I don't even want to say that. And okay, we lost this one. Okay, why would that one when there were so many other good ones? Like, that one would have been better. That one would have been better. Any of those would have been better than that. When you get it down to it, grandma. Oh gosh. is just dying. When you get right down to it, grandma is just dying. That's sad. Uh-oh. Sorry, I apologize. But what does zesty mean? I think it's like probably like happy. Go on a street view. I don't even know if I can show this stuff on YouTube. I don't know why you couldn't, but who knows. I was going to go on a street view and then like thought better of it. Maybe you have to blur out. I don't know. I'm new to this whole YouTube thing. When you get right down to it, grandma is just a sex comet from Neptune that plunges Earth into internal sexiness. It's just the clitoris, grandma dying, an honest couple, nothing less to lose. A micropenis. The diminishing purity of the rightness is it. It's just the token minority. Bestiality is just a falcon with a cap on his head. There we go. There we go. We got two. Alright, guys. Anyway, I'm going to have to end this episode right here. Wow, this is going to be a long episode. So I'll see you guys next time. I hope you guys like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And leave a comment down in the comment section below if you liked this video, if you have anything to say, or if you think I'm really, really messed up. Anyway, guys, peace out.